So much has occurred since we last spoke, not just in my life, but in the world as a whole. I remember it so clearly, sitting in this chair, still very optimistic about the future of the airline industry. Come October. I'm praying not, I'm hoping not. Our leadership is still saying that, that's the last resort. They really don't want to have to go that far. Still high off my recent trip to South Africa, then moving into a new home, I couldn't have dreamt up all the things summer 2020 had in store. Each tragedy and publicly displayed devastation contributed to a spiraling, introspective, soul-searching journey. And let me tell you, it's a process that was well overdue and still ongoing to this day. But let's be honest, that's not why you're here. To learn about the emotions that overtook my creative ability and the uncertainties of the time that literally had me take a seat and examine my life. Oh no, your question is, are you still a flight attendant? Do you still work for United? Did you get furloughed too? But the more overarching question is, where have you been, sis? I'll tell you what, let me freshen up a bit and we'll sit down and unpack all of that and more, okay? I have recorded and re-recorded this conversation with y'all, trying to perfect it and come up with the best words and sentences for so long that I have let the daylight leave us. So instead of trying to create the perfect script or craft the perfect words, I've decided just to speak from my heart and be transparent about my long disappearance from vlogging. And yes, I did change my shirt. I was giving a little bit too much cleavage. It was making me uncomfortable. It was a little bit too much. First of all, hey y'all, oh my god, I missed y'all so much, like tremendously. You don't even know. I wish I could hug each and every one of y'all. For the newcomers, hi, my name is EK. I've been away on a long hiatus, so excuse me if I'm smiling through this entire video. I'm just so thrilled to be back in front of the camera. Okay, I ain't gonna hold y'all or keep y'all and draw this out longer than what it's already been. Let me just provide some background context for our new friends so we're all on the same sheet of music, okay? I am a Chicago-based flight attendant with United Airlines. As we all know, the airline industry has taken a lot of hits this year because of the virus. And due to budget cuts and payroll cuts, my airline furloughed over 7,000 flight attendants. And being that I am a very junior FA, I indeed was lumped into that number. So no, I have not been flying or working as a flight attendant. And yes, I missed it. I miss it so much. I miss being in the galley. Y'all know I miss being in the galley. I miss my crews. I miss greeting the passengers. Like, dang, like I'm getting like sentimental just thinking about it. So, okay. Enough of that, right? But before the furlough, I actually, like the rest of, my flying partners, was on a COLA, which is a company offered, leave of absence. And in the beginning of the summer, I was okay with being on COLA because, first of all, it was the perfect timing to kind of get unpacked from, just moving into the house. And then second, there was an uneasiness at the beginning of the pandemic and still about being in closed spaces, with other people. So I was okay, about not flying so much. And then June hit. June rolled around and the intensity that was felt within the city and around the world, it was a lot. It was a lot. It's still a lot. It was a very emotional and upsetting time for me. We couldn't turn on the TV or go to social media without another tragedy or upsetting occurrence. It was a lot. But all of those things and emotions sent me to a very reflective point where I began to like look inwardly at my life decisions, you know, the choices that I made, those that I didn't, and I needed to strengthen my relationship with the Lord and do some inner work and self-healing. So I kind of forced myself into a timeout, really, a timeout from social, which meant I wasn't going to be vlogging, a timeout from TV, from alcohol, and anything else that I felt like it was a distraction. And I just began to read, fast, and pray. Like that was majority of my summer, and it was and still is so refreshing to have taken that time and had that time. And I know that it strengthened me in like so many areas. Now I know some of you are like, but EK, how are you doing with the house? And you said that, you know, you haven't been flying. Like, what is going on? Short answer, God's grace. Okay, on period. But I know that's not, you know, the answer that you're looking for. The long answer is, fortunately, I was put on orders by my guard unit. And again, for our new friends, I am also an Army officer in the National Guard. And once the pandemic impacted so many of our jobs and careers, the state came in and was able to activate many of the Guard soldiers carrying out different relief missions across the state. I had the opportunity to create content for one of our units and assist in preparing for upcoming accreditation. So that kept me employed, which I am so grateful for, y'all. You don't even know. But that meant I spent majority of my summer in Ohio. And only able to come back to Chicago here and there. But I had to do what I had to do, really, and it still all worked itself out. Now, I know y'all want me to address the elephant in the room, which is my hair. And yes, I cut my hair back in June, I think like June 23rd. I love it. Thank y'all for the compliments. Y'all are too sweet. I think I'm gonna keep it short for a while until I start growing it back or go and get some braids again, which may be coming very, very soon, honestly. The South Africa vlog part 2. I am so sorry it took so long to release it, but I'm also glad I did now. And so we see how things have drastically changed in the last 7 months. I was watching it myself, getting nostalgic about the trip and all the fun we had. And yes, I still highly recommend visiting once like that's a thing again, once traveling is a thing. It's literally the most beautiful place like I've been so far, so you have to go. All right, I think we've pretty much covered everything, right? Before I wrap things up, I want to share what I've been working on the past few months. I'm like so excited. Okay, so coming into 2020, I set a goal of creating an online women clothing and accessory store. But everything that was going on, like everything that we just discussed, you know, here, you know, kind of took my focus off of it. It took my focus and put it in the back seat. Well, it's back in the front seat, and it may even be driving at this point. I am so very, very excited to announce the TheEKLifestyle.club will be launching very, very soon. It serves to provide affordable clothing and accessories for classy, confident women. That's what we're doing at the EK Lifestyle. Classy and confident. Yes, you guys. The last few months have been consumed with creating this brand with the highest integrity and making it my very own, really. And I'm just so excited to be launching my first online business. And yes, I know all of the family here are not women. I get that. But I bet you have a classy, confident woman in your life that would love a Christmas gift, right? I'll answer that for you, for her. The answer is yes. So if you are interested in being notified when we launch, please sign up at TheEKLifestyle.club, where you'll get notified and updated on all of our offerings, special sales, etc. And right now, I think it's time to close it out. It's time to call it a night. We have been chatting for quite some time. I sincerely thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your patience, your concern, your well wishes, everything while I took a break. But I am back now, and I expect to see you guys more often. Until we meet again, I want you to be safe, be well, and spread love. See you in the next one, guys. Bye.